Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the dark side of technology. You know, that shadowy place where your late-night Amazon purchases meet your questionable Spotify listening history. We're talking about data privacy, and frankly, it's a bigger mess than a room full of toddlers hopped up on juice boxes and glitter. Stick around as we uncover 5 shocking facts about data privacy that you need to know. Because, and I cannot stress this enough, ignorance is not bliss, it's just, well, ignorance, and in this case, potentially expensive and reputation-ruining ignorance. Let's kick things off with a group of companies you've probably never heard of, but who know an alarming amount about you data brokers. These companies are the unseen puppeteers of the digital world, pulling strings behind the scenes. These digital detectives operate in the shadows, hoovering up your personal information from every corner of the internet. They are like modern-day treasure hunters, except the treasure is your data. We're talking about everything from your online shopping habits and browsing history to your physical address and even your health records. Imagine every click, every search, every online purchase being meticulously recorded and stored. And where does all this juicy data end up? Sold off, of course, to the highest bidder. It's a bustling marketplace where your personal information is the hottest commodity. That's right, your personal life is a commodity, traded like pork bellies and crude oil. In this digital bazaar, your data is sliced, diced, and sold to companies eager to know more about you. But here's the kicker. Most people have no idea this is even happening, let alone consented to it. It's a silent invasion of privacy happening right under our noses. It's like finding out your neighbor has been collecting your toenail clippings and selling them on the dark web, deeply unsettling and a violation of your personal space. This clandestine world of data brokerage is vast and complex, with layers of transactions that most of us can't even begin to fathom. Every time you sign up for a new service, accept terms and conditions, or click "I agree" on a privacy policy, you're potentially opening the door to these data brokers. They thrive on the fine print that most of us skim over or ignore entirely. The data flows seamlessly from you to them and then to countless third parties. It's a well-oiled machine designed to extract maximum value from your personal information. Ever wondered why you receive eerily accurate targeted ads or personalized marketing emails? That's the handiwork of data brokers. They compile detailed profiles on you, which are then used to tailor advertisements and offers that are hard to resist. The implications of this are far-reaching. Data privacy experts warn about the potential for misuse and abuse of this information. News headlines about data breaches and privacy violations are becoming all too common. So what can you do to protect yourself? Start by being more mindful of the information you share online. Use tools like VPNs to mask your online activity and regularly review and adjust the privacy settings on your devices and accounts. Taking these steps won't make you completely invisible to data brokers, but it can help you regain some control over your personal information. In this digital age, being informed and proactive is your best defense. Remember, knowledge is power. By understanding the shadowy supermarkets of your life, you can take steps to protect your privacy and navigate the digital world with greater confidence and security. Now let's talk about social media, those digital town squares where we share everything from our breakfast choices to our deepest fears. These platforms have become an integral part of our daily lives, connecting us with friends and family, and even strangers from across the globe. We post photos, share our thoughts, and engage in discussions, all while leaving behind a digital footprint that tells a story about who we are. We all know these platforms collect our data, but the extent to which they track our every move is truly Orwellian. It's not just about the posts we make or the photos we share, it's about the intricate web of data points they gather, from our browsing habits to our location data. Every click, every like, every share is meticulously recorded and analyzed. We're talking about Facebook, knowing which articles you read, even if you never clicked on the link. They track your scrolling behavior, the time you spend on each post, and even the pauses you take while reading. This data is then used to build a detailed profile of your interests, preferences, and behaviors. Google tracking your location even when you've turned off location services. It's not just about knowing where you are, it's about understanding your routines, your favorite places, and your daily habits. This information is incredibly valuable, not just to advertisers, But to anyone looking to understand and influence your behavior, it's like having a creepy stalker following your every move, taking notes and then selling those notes to, well, everyone. Your data is a commodity bought and sold in a marketplace that you have no control over. Companies, governments, and even malicious actors can gain access to this treasure trove of information. And don't even get me started on those targeted ads that seem to know what you're thinking before you do. These ads are the result of sophisticated algorithms that predict your needs and desires based on your online behavior. It's as if your devices are eavesdropping on your conversations, anticipating your next move. It's enough to make you want to swear off technology altogether and go live in a yurt in the woods. The idea of disconnecting from this pervasive surveillance is tempting, but in today's world, it's nearly impossible to escape the reach of technology. Even in the most remote locations, our devices can still betray us, but then of course they'd probably find a way to track you there too. With advancements in satellite technology, drones and other surveillance tools, privacy is becoming an increasingly rare commodity. It's a sobering reminder that in the digital age, our every move is being watched, recorded, and analyzed. The question is, what can we do about it? How can we reclaim our privacy in a world where it seems to be slipping away? Chapter 3, Government Surveillance. Big Brother is real and he's got a backdoor. Okay, buckle up because things are about to get really real. We're talking government surveillance, and no, this isn't some tinfoil hat conspiracy theory. This is the real deal, folks. Governments around the world are collecting vast amounts of data on their citizens, often in the name of national security. We're talking phone tapping, email monitoring, and even accessing your webcam without your knowledge. Remember that little piece of tape you put over your laptop camera? Yeah, that's not paranoia, that's just good common sense. The problem is, this kind of mass surveillance erodes our fundamental right to privacy. It creates a chilling effect on free speech and dissent. And let's be honest, it's just plain creepy. Chapter 4. Data breaches. Because your identity is the hottest commodity. Let's play a fun game called Name That Data Breach. Equifax? Check. Yahoo? Check. Target? Check, check, check. Data breaches have become so commonplace that they're practically a rite of passage in the digital age. These breaches expose our sensitive personal information to hackers and cybercriminals, putting us at risk for identity theft, financial fraud, and a whole host of other headaches. It's like leaving your front door wide open and inviting everyone on the internet to rummage through your underwear drawer. The worst part, companies often try to downplay the severity of these breaches, leaving consumers in the dark about the true extent of the damage. Chapter 5, Smart Devices. They're listening and they're judging your taste in music. The Internet of Things, where everything from your refrigerator to your toothbrush is connected to the internet. These devices promise to make our lives easier, more efficient, and even more fun. Imagine a world where your coffee machine starts brewing your favorite blend as soon as your alarm goes off, or your lights dim automatically when you start a movie. It's like living in a sci-fi movie. It's a brave new world of convenience, but it's also a goldmine for data collection. Every action you take, every command you give, and every preference you set is meticulously recorded and analyzed. Companies use this data to tailor their services to you, but it also means they know an awful lot about your daily habits. Think about it. Your smart speaker is always listening, ready to respond to your every whim. Whether you're asking for the weather, setting a timer, or playing your favorite song, it's all being logged. This constant surveillance can feel a bit unsettling when you realize how much these devices know about you. Your fitness tracker knows how many steps you take, or don't take, how well you sleep, and even your heart rate throughout the day. It's like having a personal trainer who never leaves your side, but also never stops taking notes. And your smart TV is tracking your viewing habits. It knows what shows you binge watch, what movies you skip, and even how long you spend browsing before making a choice. This data helps streaming services recommend content, but it also paints a detailed picture of your entertainment preferences. It's like having an audience of robots judging your every move, silently observing and recording. They know when you wake up, when you go to bed, and everything in between. It's a level of scrutiny that can feel invasive, even if it's meant to be helpful. From your questionable dance moves in the living room, which might be endearing to you but could be a source of amusement for anyone who had access to that data, to your late-night ice cream binges. Your smart refrigerator knows when you open the door, what you take out, and how often you indulge in those midnight snacks. It's like having a nosy roommate who never sleeps. And while some of this data collection might seem harmless, it raises serious concerns about privacy and security. Who has access to this data? How is it being used? And what happens if it falls into the wrong hands? It raises serious concerns about privacy and security. After all, do you really want your toaster knowing your deepest, darkest secrets? The idea that our most mundane activities are being monitored can be unsettling. It's important to be aware of the trade-offs we're making for convenience. After all, do you really want your toaster knowing your deepest, darkest secrets? The convenience of smart devices comes with a price, and that price is often our privacy. As we continue to integrate these technologies into our lives, it's crucial to stay informed and vigilant about how our data is being used and protected. Outro, stay safe out there, Internet Explorers. Thanks for watching. If you found this video eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on tech and privacy. Because let's face it, the internet can be a scary place, like a digital haunted house where the ghosts are trying to steal your identity. But with a little knowledge and awareness, we can navigate this digital landscape safely and securely. Stay safe online, and see you in the next video.